I think it's recording because this red light is on. Maybe I'll just look stupid again like the last video, but hi. My name is Callie. Welcome back. If you're returning, and hi, welcome if you are new. If you've seen my recent videos, I'm back in my room in Virginia because I surprised my family when I came home. Figured what better video to do when I'm at home than a video talking about the things I've learned since moving to California and just like different things that I've noticed moving away and living literally across the country. They're kind of like just like sporadic, but it's just a couple of things that like I've been thinking about and just some things that like I thought versus like what actually like ended up happening me personally. So the first one, and this one's kind of like stupid, but like just that there's so many more people in California. Like obviously I come from a smaller town in Virginia, so there's not as many people here. There's just so many, and like it's so big, and like to get anywhere you have to get on highways, and like I just wasn't used to that. Like our biggest highway is I-81 and it has like 2 lanes with like so many highways, and like to get anywhere you have to get on that interstate, and like it's just so big. Obviously I've been there for quite a few months now, so I've kind of gotten used to it, but when I first came there it was definitely a culture shock. Growing up in the same place for like your whole life and then going to somewhere where you literally don't even know where the grocery store is. Like it's the stuff like that is just, it's so hard because it's everything was just so new, and like people are new, like the places is new, my car was new, like I was living somewhere new. It was just very different. It was very hard. The second thing is kind of going with that is just how isolating it was, especially at first, just because there was literally just me. Like I was living in a house with a host family, but like the mom was never there, she's a pilot. It was just so isolating because I was by myself. A lot of people in our program had like roommates and I didn't have a roommate, especially just like being away from all my friends, being away from my boyfriend, being away from my family. Like I like my alone time, so like going into it I thought I was going to be like perfectly fine. Like I didn't need anyone, like I was gonna love being by myself. But honestly it's different when it's like your choice to like be by yourself when I'm at home, but like when there's like literally no way for you to talk to or like be in person with those people, it's a little bit different. Even now going back, I like appreciate my time here just that much more. Finding out what brings you joy and what you enjoy doing because you're so isolated and because you don't really have like the people you grew up with, so you kind of have to find what you enjoy doing and what you like doing and who you are as a person and who like the people you kind of vibe with and the people that you don't, just because it's all new. You didn't grow up with these people. It's like finding people that you like, finding people that you enjoy being around, people that bring out the best in you. It's finding things because you're more alone than I would have been here, and there's more to do but less people that like I like grew up with and like that we would always go hang out with. It's okay, well what am I gonna spend my time with? What am I gonna go do? I find myself working a lot. I love a lot of crafts. I got a bunch of knitting crafts. I do my YouTube, I do my social media. So it's just finding what makes you happy outside of dance, obviously, that I'm like when I'm at dance and like what I'm doing at home. It's just like growing up living without the people that you grew up with and like not living with your parents, who like thankfully my parents do a lot for me. So obviously being without them, it was like I kind of had to grow up and like mature and like do things for myself, and like I have to go get my oil changed and I have to like go do this, and it's like stuff that like otherwise I would have someone to like help me with and do things. Going to the doctor when you're sick by yourself, that one was a big one. That one was a huge one. You appreciate your home and where you grew up so much more. This is me personally. I want to live there, obviously, don't get me wrong, but it's just I do have a new appreciation for my home in Virginia and where I grew up, just because California is just so much different. Like even like they don't have a cookout there, and like they have a Texas Roadhouse, but it's so far away. It's just stuff like that, and like just the simplicity and like tiny little small town things that I just enjoyed doing. A lot of it's the people, obviously, but I just enjoy and even like the mountains. Like they have mountains in California, but it's not the same. They don't have like big green trees and like all like the pretty like the views of the mountains, and like in the fall the leaves change colors, and like in California they just didn't have that. And I remember coming back in November, it was so pretty, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty here. Like the trees don't change colors, and like it's not the same. Remember, I just wanted to get out of Virginia, and now that I'm kind of out, it's not that I want to come back. I think I really am gonna stay in California, but I do just have this new like appreciation, and like I enjoy coming back, and I do enjoy spending time here. I feel like I'm kind of split. Like I like being in both places, just at like different times. So as you get to experience like different ways of life, so this one's a big one just because I do live with a host family. It's just like learning kind of how the other half lives, is not necessarily like that, but it is just like people grew up in different areas who grew up in different families. It's very interesting to see like how they live and just like how the culture of everything is even in California. And all the people that I do bridge with, they are from different places and grew up all over the world. Like some people are from Canada, some people, there's a girl from Mexico. So it's so interesting, and just like different like word things, like different words that they'll have. Like they have a different word for like a beanie. It's like a toque or something, I think, something like that. And just like listening to like sometimes the way that they'll say things, it's just so interesting just to see how other people like have grown up and like just learning other cultures and just other ways of life. It's been very interesting, and it's very cool to see and like be like, oh, like I like this about how they grew up, or oh, I like how I grew up like this way and I like how I do this, but like maybe I'll take other things from them. And it's just very cool to see that sort of thing. It's just really cool to be exposed to things outside of like where I grew up and like views that I've had my whole life, and like people here, and like just see other views of other people. Yeah, with that, it's just getting to meet so many new people. There's a lot of people that I've met that I obviously wouldn't have met here in Virginia. It's just so cool to get to meet these people, and like a lot of big names and like industry professionals and like a lot of big dance people that I've looked up to my whole life are all in LA and are all in California. So like going to take these classes and like getting to see these people in action and like getting to see them dance is just, it's so cool to see. Like I admired these people for so long that it's also, we got to see Abby Lee Miller, we got to see JoJo Siwa, so like we got to dance with her. So like it's just been crazy to see people like that and like get to meet them and like just get to meet new people, like get to meet new dancers. One thing is that you do have to motivate yourself and do things for yourself, because no one is going to clean my room for me. No one is going to cook my food for me. So you do have to essentially put yourself together and do things that you really just don't want to do. Like a lot of times I'll be exhausted from the week, and on Sunday I really just don't want to cook all my food for the week, but you kind of have to, or I will starve. Unfortunately, I have to do all these things, or you know, I will starve to death. Or you know, when my oil has to get changed, I don't have anyone to do that for me. I have to go get my oil changed. I have to wash my car. I have to do my laundry when I really don't want to. I have to make my bed and doing all these things. And kind of with that is you have to be very accountable for yourself, and like getting up for dance and getting up for work, especially I have like really early work days sometimes. Getting up for work, you have to get up and get there. You have to have all your stuff packed for dance. You can't forget your shoes. You can't forget your clothes. Be on time. They're really been harping on that recently. It's very, very different. You just kind of have to, a little bit like that in college, but it's just a little bit different being kind of on your own, and like you have a lot of free time, at least with our programs. You have to kind of use that time wisely. But yeah, one thing is that this is kind of random and like obvious, but like there's so many things to do just even in Orange County and like in LA compared to like here. Like the most interesting thing we can do is go to the mall, and even at that there's one mall and it's tiny and there's like barely any stores in there. When in California, obviously there's like 20 million malls. They're all huge. They have like high-end stores. Like it's so fun to like go to these fancy little stores. Another thing is just like all the stuff that like I couldn't bring, and like I just now realized this when I came back, but like all my Squishmallows, like my Squishmallows are here, and like I literally, sorry Sam, forgot that I even had these. Like I have a huge bunny over there, and I forgot I had it until I came home, and I was like thinking about it, and I was like, wait, I have a bunch of Squishmallows at home. Like literally forgot what my room looked like forget I have that many books. Like I have those books, what do you mean? It's just crazy. Like I feel like, and then this kind of leads me into my next point, but like low-key, I feel like I live two different lives. Like I feel like little Hannah Montana. Like I come to California and I have this life, and I come back home and I'm like not a different person. It's not that I act different when I'm there. It's just, it's literally, it's so different living there versus living here at home, that I literally feel like I'm living two separate lives. Like when I fly, I'm like switching modes. I don't know if anyone else has ever felt like that. Like if they live far away and when they come back home, they feel like it's not in a bad way. Like, oh, I feel like I'm like this person when I'm at home. It's not like something that I need to work on or like change, because I feel like I'm kind of the same person, but like obviously at home I'm going to be a little more comfortable just because I've lived here my whole life, and all my friends and my family and my boyfriend's here, and like so all this, you know, like it's not a bad thing necessarily. It's just different, and like my rooms are so different. Like the one in California, it's so like clean and like neat, like it's a white comforter and like there's barely anything in there, and then this one's like obviously it's a mess right now, so ignore that, but like it's so much, like I have so much stuff, like my furniture's brown, and like I have all my awards up there, like so it's just a little bit different being there versus being here, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just it's just different. So like whenever someone asks, they're like, how is it? Like, is it so fun? Like, do you love it? And I'm like, yeah, like I love it. It's just so different. Like that's the best way that I could describe it, is it's just different. Like I'm like living two different lives. It's crazy, but it's so good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just watching me talk about like the different ways, different things I've learned. There's like the different ways of life and different things that have happened just when I'm living in California versus living in Virginia, like where I grew up. Like it, if you did enjoy, comment down below your favorite part of the video, or if you moved away, like what's the biggest thing that you learned, or the biggest thing that like happened that you didn't expect. Subscribe, subscribe for more videos from me. I'm doing some vlogs. I surprised them, so that vlog is gonna come out soon. I will be back next week with another video, so like, comment, subscribe, enjoy. I will see you next time.